Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on the socially things, etc. I'm talking to you to stop myself doing something else because I really want to buy something right now. I don't have anything in mind. There are a couple of things I'm sort of zeroing in on as being acceptable to buy, but I don't need anything. I just want to buy something. And I'm trying not to because I don't need anything. And damn it, BPD Be Shopping. You know? This is infuriating. I've been like this for years, and it's beginning to grate a bit. The act of buying something, anything, is gratifying in itself. You're getting a new thing, right? That's something to be cheerful about, to look forward to. I even get that little bit of annoyance that it's not coming quickly enough, so I can get a little bit antsy about it, and I get that out of it. It feeds into it so many things, and then there's a level of control over. I'm trying to slow down while I'm talking because I've come in really excited and everything. And my computer's making noise, which is distracting me, and I don't want to start again. But anyway, shush. It's because I've left the front on it, and it can't be. Sometimes you've got to pull the front off your computer in the middle of a YouTube video. Never mind. I've got to not buy something right now. I could buy a new cooler for my PC. I don't really need one. The case it lives in is shit. I could get a new case. Do you know how long I've been looking at new computer cases? There are so many things that I just think I could get that. I could just get that. And I'm not to get any of it because I don't need anything right now. What I need is to calm the fuck down and not impulsively buy something. It's not me being in control like it feels like. There is that level of control it gives me. It feels like I'm able to do something about my own happiness. I can take control and I can make a decision to make a purchase. That's my decision to make, right? And I can pick a thing that I've decided is a sensible purchase, and I've made a sensible decision, and I'm in control of everything. When really, it's all only happening because I'm not in control. Because I'm just looking for something to give a little dopamine hit, or that little boost, that little something to engage my brain for 10 minutes or so. And it's not real. I don't really need anything. And this is a further double-edged sword. Is that a thing you can say? Because when I can't buy something, that then starts to make me feel bad. Because buying things becomes a way to feel good. So when you can't do it, you feel bad. And that brings further shame. Well, why can't I do it? Is that because I failed at life in some way? And then that drags you down, or because you're not buying stuff. So you just go through anything you can to buy something. It's like having a drug problem without the fun of whatever you're doing. You just need that hit to stay even. And it doesn't matter what you buy. Anything. It is better if it's something that can in some way demonstrate that I'm a sensible, clever person. Maybe that's the MPD coming in with it. If I can be very happy with my... it's more a justification thing, isn't it? Like, I definitely needed this thing because I definitely had this problem that was ruining my life, and I have definitely made the most sensible decision possible to fix that problem, and that decision was to purchase this item. So much calming control in that, isn't there? There's so much, like, a feeling of responsibility. Oh my God, have I only been talking for 5 minutes at this point? I feel like I've done 20. I came into this with my heart racing. Yeah, this is clearly another problem, isn't it? Why do I need to buy stuff? I just need one more Amazon Echo for another room, though. And I haven't quite got all the hue lights. There's always another thing. There's so always another thing. And I just want all this stuff. Because it feels like the next thing is the thing that's going to make everything fall into place. That's the thing that will make everything in my life so easy and possible that I can't. It's foolproof, right? I can't not be successful with this thing in my life. I need to buy it now. There's so much to get out of buying stuff. Just that in itself makes me want to buy something. But like I say, it's a vicious cycle, isn't it? And you get pulled in. You want to buy something so you feel good. It doesn't last forever, then you need to buy something else. So you get remorse for buying the thing that you've bought, or shame because you can't buy other things. And so much of your life revolves around buying or not buying something, which is a horrific state of mind to be in. Of all the things that are important, of all the things that will help us feel better about whether it's BPD or MPD or any other PD, is buying stuff on the list? Is that a noticeable, noted, good, recommended method of feeling better? Are you going to see a therapist who would, independently of anything, go, you know what's good for BPD? Buying stuff. Doesn't matter what, just get on Amazon, find something, buy it, keep going like that, you'll be sorted. Of course, that's ridiculous. And yet here I am. Here we are. I'm far from alone. We all have a pile of stuff we don't need. You told me that when I talked about obsession with things and hobbies and stuff like that. We've all got piles of stuff we don't need. Perhaps that's another part of the attraction of getting another hobby. We get to buy another load of stuff, and they're all such sensible, clear decisions. Now, I personally, redundant words, myself, what I think, for me, is I have a number of things that are feeding into this, right? There's the BPD side of things, which is all about wanting to feel better from feeling sad. And I can get a new hobby, and that distracts me and makes me feel good about something new for a little while. And it gives me this opportunity to buy all this stuff and that sort of thing, and feel bad about not being able to buy it. And then the MPD comes in, and that wants to make me look better than I am, so I have to worry about getting better stuff and make sure that I know I've got the best, most recommended stuff and all of that. And it all piles up on having to spend money on shit I don't need, or stuff that is like a temporary fix to something, and none of it makes me feel better. And in the end, it all makes me feel so bad I have to sit and make YouTube videos about it. Welcome to my therapy. So at the moment, it's habit forming, right? How do I get over it? Clearly, the way you get over it is by stopping buying things. That, unfortunately, is the way to get over most of these things, right? They're habits, they're badly learned lessons, they're incorrect reactions, whatever these things are. You have to stop it, which is easier said than done, and we all have different ways that we find most useful to ourselves to stop doing things. Once we're aware of them, it becomes much easier. I'm aware that I'm just buying stuff to cheer myself up. So I can sort of limit that, right? I can ask myself that question. I can feel it getting bad as I move towards from basket to checkout. As I start putting bank details in, whatever, I know it feels wrong. And I can say, oh, come on, just stop. Just close the window. But I've got to be aware that I'm doing it. Or that I do it, sorry. And I am aware that I do it now, very much so, all too much so. There's always a way to justify things, I think, and you've got to be careful because when we're talking about such a generic thing like buying stuff, you've got to buy stuff, haven't you? Unless you're totally self-sufficient, that is inevitable. And so you don't want to cut off things that you really genuinely do need. Maybe there is a thing that might genuinely solve a problem in your life that will make your life better. That's entirely feasible. And I don't want to sit here and tell you that you shouldn't fulfill that need. But there are things above and beyond that. When we justify things. You know, when the thing that's buzzing around in my head, I got an Echo Show and it's next to my bed. And now I'm thinking, hey, that would be great if when I'm in the kitchen doing the dishes or something like that, I could have another Echo Show in there and watch Netflix on it. That would be handy. And I'm sort of fixated on this. And I'm getting the feeling that unless I'm aware of this and tell it that feeling to fuck off, it's going to stay there until I end up buying a thing just to watch 10 minutes of a thing in my kitchen when I do the dishes. I don't need this thing. I've got an iPad. Do you know what I do when I'm in there for any amount of time and I want to have something on in the back? I use my iPad. The problem is solved, right? But I've sort of decided, no, I need this thing. I've got to get this thing. It will do this job. That will solve the problem. And then I can put the one that's in there already in another room. And then, yeah, I've got it all planned out, right? I know how this will make my life better, and it's bullshit. And I'm not even talking from a sort of hippie, like, we don't need possessions, man. Yeah, no, I'm down with having possessions, right? I like my Switch and my PC and my car and shit like that. I'm down with that, but there's lots of stuff I don't need and I'm buying it anyway. Just for the sake of buying something. Stop it. That's it. I can just stop it, right? I'm waffling on now. But I feel calmer. Thank you for helping me talk through this process, because that's really what you were here for today. Maybe you can identify with this and you can go through this process yourself, but I don't need more stuff. I just need to feel happier about myself, and that's not going to happen through buying more stuff. I know then you have to get onto the whole world of, so what does make you feel better? That's not what I'm talking about today. Just today, I'm saying it's not buying more stuff. I'm calm now. I'm going to try and not spend any money that I can't afford to spend for the rest of the night. See if that's possible. Shouldn't be difficult, should it? God, can you imagine if I'd discovered gambling or something? Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about. Anyway, I'll see you later. You take care. Bye.